I'm thinking, where else can I spam my live notification? Maybe we should just start. Honestly, I don't know what to talk about. But I don't want to stop the Thursday thing. Let me turn down the music. So it's funny to see the logo flying up every single time. I don't know why. I never set it up, and it only happens for YouTube. Like the starting soon. The logo. Yum yum. What do you mean by yum yum? Wait, there's this instant noodle brand called Yum Yum, but it's different. It's yum 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 yum. It doesn't taste that good. It tastes okay actually. I have it sometimes. Starting soon, gun. No, we're starting. Hello, 你好. Hello, 你好. Also, hello, soil worker. Hello, Violet. So, how is volume? Is music loud or is music normal? I'm tempted to lower it. 你喊的 nuts. 你喊 these nuts. Doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. So yeah, how's everybody doing? It's Thursday. It's the Panda on YouTube day. It's the it's the Panda on YouTube day, facing a camera and not knowing what to say day. You know, I'm pretty sure. Wait. On the description of this live stream is like Thursday talk with the Red Panda VTuber weekly show of awkward socialization. That's what this is. And now I'm just gonna awkwardly wait until y'all tell me how you're doing. So what happened today was my bike was punctured again. That's what I wanted to talk. That's the only topic that I really want to talk, because I'm really mad at it. So like, I don't know if you guys ride bike very often. I don't know if you guys use bicycle very often. But apparently here in the Kingdom of Denmark, if you live in the city, you use bikes, right? And it's so annoying. I don't know. I don't like biking. I don't understand why people like biking. I mean, I guess if you live in a country that's like super good weather every single day, sure, let's go out. I don't even mind walking. But for the past like whole week, it's been raining every day. And it's windy, and I have to bike to work. And when I get home, I'm all wet. And last week, my bike was punctured. So last week, biking is easy, good bike lanes, good reach of transport, trash when windy and rain. Exactly, and that's 90% of the weather in Denmark. It's just 90% trash. I don't understand this. I like, look, if you're living in, I don't know, like which country has good weather? Like southern France, Italy. Yeah, why not biking? But I guess because it's too mountainy. Maybe it's a bit too mountainy. Maybe it's just simply because Denmark is flat. That's why people bike. I don't understand. Yeah, so it's a it's a big thing here. I don't like it. It's not like I want cars everywhere, but it's not like so. Oh my god, I'm gonna start shit talking about Denmark. So the nice thing that we want when we don't have cars in the city is like we want shops on the street, we want cafes coming outside. We want cafes coming outside and like nice outdoor dining and like drinking coffee, eating brunch, that kind of situation. But that's not Denmark or Danish weather. It's you have every year you have 2 months, 3 months of doing that. The rest it's just like you know what, I'm not sure I should be outside. Like last week I went with a friend to go have Pokeball. I even sent a picture in the Discord server of the Pokeball on the table outside. You know what happened after? Balls, no, bowl, BOWL, not Pokeball. Pokeball is how you catch a Pokemon. Pokeball is what you eat. But yeah, so you know what happened after I take that photo? I told my friend, I was like, you know, I went into the place, right? I ordered Pokeball. We sat down inside. And Yomo is Pokemon, oh my god. We sat down inside. The person is like, okay, I'll bring your food to you later. It's cause slow. And I was like, okay. And then I was sitting there with my friend. I was like, it's kind of hot inside. You know? Outside it was like pretty sunny. It feels pretty nice. How about we go sit outside? So I went outside. Me and my friend, we went outside. We were sitting outside. At first it's like, yeah, this is okay. It's not as good as I expected or as I thought, but you know, this is okay. I can sit outside. It's a nice weather. And then the sun starts to go away. And then the clouds start to come, like slowly. And then it started to get cold. It started to get windy. And then the food came. And I was talking with my friend. I was like, you know, we just moved from inside to outside. Isn't it awkward to move back as soon as they got the food after they bringing it outside? So I was sitting there taking picture of the Pokeball, eating the Pokeball, and after like 2 bites, I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. Let's go inside. So we went inside. I felt very dumb, but at least I was warm. Where am I going with this? How did this topic start? Oh my god. Bad weather, shitty weather, not biking, not for biking. And it's just not nice. It's just not nice. And but yet everybody's biking. And so yeah, I bike to work almost every day. And everybody I know is biking. And last week, I think it was like last Friday. Yeah, it was last Thursday. Last Thursday, I biked. It's like, what is the past tense of bike? Biked. I almost said I walked, because somehow it makes sense in my mind. I walked to work, and and my colleague who has to go to a meeting nearby. And he's like, we in the office we have some like bicycles for the office, so everybody can take the bicycle to go to where they want, meetings and stuff, right? But all of the bicycles were broken, and so he's like, I don't know I don't know how to get there. And so I was like, yeah, you can take my bag. You can take my bag. It's okay. It's not hard to ride, and you can go there, you come back before I go home, then it's all good. So I gave him my bicycle, and he took it, and he came back, and it's like all good. I rode the bike back home, and then when I got home, the tires all flat. I'm like, what did he do? What did he do with my tires? it's been good for so long. How did should have made them pay? But it could happen anywhere. It could be on my way home. Maybe I got on glass shards. So it's just very, very specific timing that the breaks makes you think it is like sabotage. So yeah, next day I was like, yo man, you know what, my bike was flat. In the morning I had to pump air, and then I have this really, really tiny air pump, like so tiny. I think it's for, I don't know, for kids football, but we use it for pumping air in the bike because we don't have the bigger pump because it's expensive. I don't know. So I spent like a solid 10 minutes just like probably not 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, like it's like pumping with your hand. And then in the morning I was like, okay, that's probably enough air for me to sustain until I get to the office. And then I get to the office, and in the evening when I go home, I take the bike to a bike shop nearby, and they have like free compressed air, so I just like pump it up and then go home. And when I get home, it's all flat again. And then I was like, oh, I should fix it during the weekend. But who's lazy? I'm lazy, so I didn't fix it in the weekend. On Monday this week, after pumping the whole day, when I get home, I'm like, I'll fix it. Took me so long time. It was the back wheel, so I have to take the brake out. I have to like take the chain off. I have to get the wheel out, and I have to like open the tires and get the inner tube out and get it out. I have to fill my sink with water and get the tube in the water and see where it bubbles, and it's like blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh yeah, that's the part that's like punctured. So I get the tape thing and tape the bubbles, and then tape the hose, and so it no longer goes blah 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 blah. So I'm like, yeah, that's fixed. And then I have to search in the outer tire and see what actually punctured it, because if you don't search it, it will puncture it again, right? Because it's still there. So I run my finger across, and it's until my hand is all black because I don't know why it's so dirty. Maybe it's because I bike outside every single day. So I found a little glass shard inside. I'm like, okay, that's the thing that punctured my tire. I hate it. I took it out. I'm like, this is all fixed. Now I'm happy, and my bike will be fine for years to come. You know what happened today? This morning when I woke up, the tires were flat. I'm like, what? Why? How? What do you mean? Is this a different hole? Is this the same hole that was not taped well enough? What is causing this? What is this thing? Why is it flat again? I don't understand. I spent so much time fixing it. What is happening? Yeah. And I also wasn't like totally flat. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it out. I'll ride outside, and I'll go to the grocery store where they're supposed to have a bike pump. So I went there. And then by the time when I went there, it's already all flat. I'm like, okay, this is worse than I thought. I went to the bike pump, it's broken, so I can't pump anything. And I went to another pump after like half an hour of walking with my bike, and there's another person trying to pump there. I'm like, you know what, it's gonna take a long time. I went to another place, and the other place is like closed. So I went back to the other. This is my morning. Can you imagine? And it's raining, it's windy. And then I started to think, why the fuck didn't I drive to work? It's so much nice. So I went back to the other place. I pumpy, and it's like a really bad pump. So I couldn't even fill in the gas. I feel like just soft enough, but hard enough that I can actually ride it. I rode it to the halfway to the office, almost to the office. There is this bike shop. I went in the bike shop. I'm like, man, do you have anti-puncture tires? And he's like, oh yeah, you have to change the outer tire and the inner tire. That would be like 560 kroners. I was like, yeah, that's not worth it. My bike is 500. I can't pay more. I can't pay more for the tires. That's more than my actual bike. So it's ridiculous. So I changed the inner. I asked the guy to change the inner tube, and we found like a rubber band thing that put around the inner tube, so it's thicker, which might help a little bit. And we changed everything, and it cost me like 240, which is still a lot, but not as much as my bike, so it makes me feel better. That's what happened, and it's just so annoying. How do people deal with like puncture tires? It's so easy. Like the glass shard I found, it was tiny. It was like, it's like smaller than the grain of rice. So if somebody smashed like a bottle of something, a glass bottle on the road or something, and I go through it, I'm sure my tires is dead. And then public transport so expensive. Cars so hard to drive because the road's too small, and parking is so expensive. And bike, you puncture your tire every second day. Hate it. Back in the days when I was in Australia, I take the tram to school and work every day. It's also expensive. It's like super expensive. Yeah, it's like wildly expensive, and it breaks down all the time. I want better public transport. I want free public transport. You know? Oh wow! Imagine if the bike lanes are not bike lanes. They're just conveyor belts. Imagine that. Just like conveyor belts, so you can just walk on the bike lane, and then it moves you until the next crossing. What do you mean by so lazy? It's nice. You know, just think about this. You go outside, you walk outside your home, and like walk for a little bit, and you'll see the conveyor belt. You step on it, it just moves you. It's not fast, but you don't have to move. Maybe it comes with chairs. Maybe you can sit down. You know what I'm describing? I think I'm describing a bus. Oh my god. The bus is very... Here, bus is like so... The air inside the bus is so bad, which I really hate. In the morning today, exactly today, I biked past a bus stop, and the bus was stopping next to me, and the door opened next to me, and just the air is like... When I bike through, I'm like, oh my god, that smells like fucking buses. I can't. It's like just morning sweaty people with soaked in rain. That's the smell. And you know, they should make the buses more open. And free. Just free bus. Tiny little bus that goes on bike lanes, but free. And you can sit like one person on each row, like just single row, like a motorcycle. And then you get on it and it drives itself. How much is that? How nice is that? What if you didn't have to go anywhere? What if you didn't have to go anywhere and work comes to you? Maybe think about I'm just to follow up on your creativity and your idea. Just to follow up on your creativity and idea that the work comes to you. How about, I know it's really hard to imagine, how about like not working and money comes to you? Let me pitch this idea. How about like, I heard lately that there's like something that's really popular. Something that's really popular. What is it called? Like VTubing. Imagine you're just sitting in front of the computer, and you click a button, and there's this little anime thing shows up, and people give you money. I heard that's how it works. I heard people have been doing that. Imagine that. You're at home, you're not working, you're just talking shit, and money comes to you, and friends come to you, and sushi comes to you when you order them on the delivery app. I think VTubers work very hard, really. Oh my god, I never thought, how do they work hard? What requires them? Like what kind of hard work do they do? Like what do they do? Don't they just like click stream on like YouTube and this like Twitch and play some games? Plan content? Performing? Oh my god, I would never have thought. Maybe you should tell me more about this, and I can do better. No wonder no money comes to me, no sushi comes to me, and no friends come. Oh yes, please teach me the arts. Please teach me the arts of VTubing. I've been thinking a lot about it. I think then I don't have to ride bike to work. I don't have to take the bus to work. I don't have to drive car to work. Speaking of cars, oh my god, the small gate at my work scratches my car. That's so dangerous. And also I have to drive across the bike lane with cars parked next to the entrance, so I have no idea if a bike is coming or not. It's so dangerous. I'm like, if I keep driving to work, I will hit someone sooner or later, so I should probably not do that. So scary. Nothing is good. I need work to come to me. Oh god. Communism. I mean, communism doesn't have money. Sushi comes when you work. When you do your part of work. Isn't that how it works? But yeah, oh my god. Let me drink some water. I'm thirsty. What other ways to once upon a time I had an apartment next to my work. I think that was the best time of my life. Because every morning I have to go to work around 8. I get up around 8. I arrive at work around 8. It was so nice. I can see my workplace outside my window. During the day, if I have to really run back home to fix something, then come back to work, takes me 10 minutes. I practically live next door. That was the best time. And at that time, I also really enjoyed like staying in the office because it's so easy to go home. I don't care. And in the office, we have like free soda drinks and stuff, and free chocolate. Oh my god, this new office doesn't have free chocolate. I need to complain about it. I want the free chocolate. We always have free chocolate. So yeah, we had free chocolate. We have free bread. We have free like butter and jam and soda and coffee and milk. It was so nice, and tea. So every day I get up super late at home. and then like wake up super late, go outside super late, and arrived at work, and I start working and work for the whole day. And at lunchtime, I eat lunch. I pack some extra lunch left over from work and put it in the fridge. And I keep working, and then everybody leaves. I own the whole place. I get some soda. Because usually people drink soda like on Friday, right? So like Friday, when everybody decide to go home, before going home, they will get the soda and talk some shit and things like that. But I just wait for everybody to go home because I don't want to drink soda right in front of other people during the weekdays. But when people leaves, I'm like, hey, this fridge is mine now. I drink some soda, make some snack, eat some chocolate, keep working, watch some YouTube, keep working, and then it gets dark outside. I'm still like watching YouTube, keep working, playing games, and then I'm like, I'm hungry now. I think I have two choices. I can either go to the microwave and heat up the leftover, or I can go home and make some proper food. And go home is like 5 minutes. I go out and I get in, and that's home. And then I also really like working the weekends. Nobody was at work. I'm like, yeah, I got something to finish. I could finish it at home. I could finish it Monday, but you know what? This is Sunday. I have nothing to do. I'll go walk to the workplace, which takes me 5 minutes. And I crack open the soda. And I work a bit more. That was really productive. I feel like I have so much time every day. And like nowadays I go to bed at midnight, right? And if I sleep, now I sleep like 6 to 7 hours, then I get up and then I prepare and I go to work, ride bicycle to work and stuff. When I get to work, it's already 9. But the other place, I go to bed around like midnight. I sleep 8 hours. And I arrive at work at 8:30. So I just get the extra sleep and also earlier work hours, and I get home early. I'm so much time, so much extra time. I could play games before having dinner. Imagine that. Nowadays, when I get home, it's already late for dinner. I'm starving. Yeah, transport is very, very, very crucial for like, you know, the quality of life. A better quality of life requires faster transport. Earlier work, earlier free, earlier in. Yeah, just earlier in. Just supreme. The supreme way of working and living. Having better transport. But like also during Corona and right now, my boss used to tell me, like, you know, Yomo, you can work from home if you want to. But I was like, yeah, no, I can't. I would be sitting next to my bed. You think I can be productive? I'll work for like 5 minutes. I'm like, you know what? I'll lay down for a moment, and then I fall asleep, and next thing you know, it's evening. It happened before. So I'm totally not able to work from home. I don't know, have you tried working from home? I guess it's the same as studying and stuff. But I can study from home. The whole university and everything, especially during masters, all my classmates, they go to the school and they have their own table, and then they work at the school, and then they go home after like study, and then they don't think about study anymore, like actually working. Meanwhile, me, I'm never at the school. I'm just working from home, and I get up, I do some work. I'm like, you know what, I'm tired. I do some other stuff. And so somehow I was able to study from home. I like to think I'm able to study from home, but I push every deadline lemao and work more at night. I never stay up late though. I never, like, I have classmates that don't really study and don't really do work, and then just chill for the most of the semester, and then 2 weeks before the deadline, and they're like, yo, I'm gonna not sleep every single day for 2 weeks. Let's fucking go, and then finish everything. I rarely do that. I've done like throughout my whole university. Hello, Meiko. That was me, really. But throughout my whole university, I think I might have pulled all-nighters like maybe 3 times. And I still remember the feeling of all-nighters. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired. And I go hand in. In the university, we have a special place where we hand in work. It's like a study center. So there are stuff, and you hand it in. You don't hand it in to the teacher. You hand it in to the school staff, and then they categorize everything. And then, so we had to hand in the work. Actually, it's funny. We have to hand in both printed and digital copies. So dumb. So we have to actually burn a disk. This makes me feel like how much technology has advanced. Yo, it's not even that long time ago. It's like just a couple of years ago. We had to burn CDs to put our work on it and hand it into the school so they can archive it. I finished my final year project in 48 hours. And handed in 10 minutes before the deadline. That's wild. I always hand it in like way before the deadline, like half a day to a day before the deadline. And then but also like I don't pull all-nighters. I also don't like study every day. I just every day 2 hours, let's work on this a little bit. And then the last week or two, I'm like, you know what, I get up, I work, I go eat food, and in the afternoon I watch some anime and work. Oh, I don't want to work, so I stop working, and then I get some dinner, and then after dinner I'm like, it's about time, but I guess I'll work until like 2 a.m. I'm like, okay, I can go to sleep, and I'll never set alarm, because next day when I wake up it's like 10, 11, and I start working. And that's my daily rhythm, daily schedule. For if it's a big project at school for like 2 weeks or something. I wouldn't recommend it, but I understand those who do. Yeah, I mean I understand too, but I can't not sleep. I feel like I can't keep sleeping. If I try to achieve the same thing, if I try to do this, I will just keep sleeping later and later. But I will also keep getting up later and later. I think maybe it's not sensible. Maybe we shouldn't think it as sensible. I think maybe we should think it as just not able to get the fuck out of the bed in the morning. And first, not able to not sleep, so I have to sleep at one time. And when I sleep, I will not be able to get up. That's sensible. But yeah, if I keep putting on letters, I'll just keep sleeping later and later. When I put on letters, I finish the work in the morning, I go to school, I hand it in and go back home and sleep. And the next day, and yeah. But that's so rare. After I started working, we had some pretty late nights. But that's usually like, oh, I was playing something with my finger. So that was even the latest for those late nights, like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Around that time, I would be super tired. And I would be like, yo, I'm going home. But that happened maybe like 3-4 times or something like that. Very, very big projects with very tight deadlines. So, and then I get back to work around 8. So if I get home around 4, I sleep for like 4 hours and I go back to work at 8, because usually the hand-in deadline is like either 10 a.m. or like 12 in the lunchtime. And so I'll go to work in the morning. Usually we have finished everything, but we have to upload, we have to do stuff to make sure it's all good. So I'll just sit there and like chill and flip through stuff and watch some YouTube, just wait for making sure everything is good. And then my boss is like, oh yeah, we uploaded, everything is good, we handed everything in now. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, I'm taking the rest of the day off and go home and sleep. So that's pretty nice. I don't feel like tiring. I think it's a pretty nice thing. It's fun. It's entertaining because it doesn't happen very often. And when it happens, it's like, yo, that's fun. And my boss is always like, if you're staying late and if you're working the weekend, let's try to make it fun. So usually we get like nice food in the evening, and it's fun. It's entertaining, and we have like candies and stuff. I like intense work in short periods more than slow, consistent work. I mean, I feel like my work is like slow and consistent all the time, and then there is intense day. So you get both. I do like a pizza party at work. Yeah, it's nice. I'm pretty sure we had pizza as well at one point. And then we'd be like eating pizza, and then we go back to work around 8 in the evening and work until 4 a.m. It's fun. It's just fun. Just like, as long as it's not every day. If it's every time, every project, then I think there is a problem with your with the manager's leadership skills and time planning skills. In that case, maybe you should change work, because that's not gonna work out. But like once, twice, good stuff, fun, entertaining. Keep, and also like encourage like teamwork and bring together your colleagues closer. Like it just feels like you have more fun with your colleague, and you're working on something together, and it's like, yo, you could get closer with your colleagues. It's nice. It's a good team building event. If every day is crunch day, it's not a good sign. No, yeah, exactly. But some people, I don't know. Some people are really bad at managing times, because they're just very productive in the end. And if that's your boss who is always productive in the end, then your team ends up doing that. And I've seen teams like that. It just doesn't feel comfy. But I guess people who stayed is like people who who like that. Last job was like that, the new job is nice. That's nice. I think that's nice. I mean, to me, it's more like health, I think. Like if it doesn't bother me with my health, or it doesn't hurt my health, I don't mind doing that. But clearly, it's not good for your health. So, actually, I always told my boss, I'm like, comparing to working super late on deadline, I prefer to work both weekends, because I think my boss is like, at least one of the days, Yomo, at least one of the days of the weekend we gotta rest. I'm like, but comparing to one of the days working to 4 a.m., I'd rather we work for like 12 and then we go for extra afternoon on the weekend or something. So yeah, but lately I think we haven't had like very, very deadline projects. So it's been super chill. Yeah, it's been super chill. I think maybe my boss is getting old. There was once we have a storage room at work, and in the morning I get to work, I open the storage room, I saw my boss like laying on the mattress. Because he's a boss, he can't sleep in front of other people in the morning. That's just not a good look. He can't just lay down on the couch and sleep. So he was like hiding in the storage room on the mattress and like, yo man, tough job. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry I have to stay up all night. But nowadays he doesn't do that. I think he had some health problems as well, and he had some eye problem. He rested for like a couple months, and now he cares about health a lot more, which is good. It was an official nap. I think though, in my opinion, if you are like so tight on schedule, so bad, like time planning so bad that you have to sleep at the office, I think someone failed on their job. Because that should never happen. You should always be able to go home and sleep. But then I guess if his home is like just 2-hour drive away, comparing to me when I was like 5 minutes walk away, then I guess okay, maybe it makes sense. But then there should be a freaking bedroom in the office. That would be good, right? Imagine like having a bedroom in the office. We have a shower. Sometimes when we stay up late, some people shower in the morning. I think I showered once actually, but I can't remember why. I think maybe it was like soaked in the rain or something. Yeah. Shared bath. The bathroom is shared. The bath is used by one person at a time. But yeah, if you have a bedroom, I think when I was on the internship back in my study, we had the company bathtub party. My office has showers. I think it's mostly for people who bike into work. Oh my god. We were talking about how shitty biking is. Biking is such a subpar way of transportation. It's just, it makes people sweaty and also you get hit by the rain. You're just all exposed. It's tiring. Your back gets punctured. It's just not a good way to go to work. Oh my god. I still think the whole like conveyor belt is better than biking. Or like tiny taxis. Tiny taxis that goes on conveyor belt. Yomo preferred getting driven by his butler in a limousine over biking. I'm pretty sure a limousine wouldn't even be able to get into the parking place at my workplace right now. So just a chair. Yeah. We were talking like, you know, bike lanes, if they have conveyor belts with chairs on them. So you walk outside, you go to the conveyor belt, you stand on it and sit on the chair, and then you just wait. You just wait. And then it slowly goes and then goes to your workplace, and it's like, oh yeah, that's my stop. And then there will be also less traffic accidents because it only goes when there is green light. That would be so nice, right? Or like you know, on rooftop, on buildings rooftop. If imagine living in a mountain area. On the mountain area, and everybody's home is on the mountain, and then all the work offices and the city center is down in the valley. It's public transport basically. Yeah, basically, but better. Everybody's on the mountain, all the workplace is down in the valley, and then everybody has a zip line out their living room straight to the roof of the office. That would be so nice, right? So like when you get hired, one of the benefits would be like the company will build the zip line for you, and then you. I read that. Oh wait, the problem is I guess going back home. That sounds problem. I guess you have to sleep at the office. And never go back again. That's the last time you ever see your family and friends at home. I don't trust humanity enough for any of this to work. No, but biking is working or not? No, biking is also not working. Nothing is working. I think people I feel like I'm gonna get like, this is such a controversial opinion of saying I think people say biking is good. It's just, you know, I don't know. Biking is not as good as people claim it to be. And I also think if everybody can afford the car and if it's easy to drive on the road, not a lot of people is going to be biking. So I feel like people are forced to be biking and have to come up with an excuse telling them that it's better. I think there are better ways. There could be better ways. Just make public transport better, exactly. Free public transport for everybody. And better ventilation on buses because it smells bad. A big slide, yeah. Imagine workplaces down there, you just slide down. I guess when you go back, then maybe you can have like the cable car. When you, oh my god. Think about this. So, what about living in the cable car? What about the whole city is just built on cable cars? You know, everybody has their apartment in the cable cars. And then you have one side of the cable car is just park, and the other side is workplace. And then you live in the cable car. And then you just go up and down. Become the cable car. Or I guess, what if your workplace is cable car? What if your workplace is a cable car and you just like go in there and you sit down and work, and it goes around and then you come off? So do you have to wait for your house to drift past work? Maybe it's not a good idea. But I had a superior idea. I had a super good idea. Also, hello Chip, hello Chip, welcome. So I had a super good idea about 7-Elevens. That's completely or barely relevant to what we've been talking about transport. So I have a superior idea about 7-Elevens. You know, they're a lot of money, right? They can afford renting at really expensive places right next to the train station and rent like 2 shops next to each other because they're just so rich. They don't even care about competition with themselves. I'm like, I can afford one, you know what, let's get 2 of them just in case the other one dies. So they're rich. And I think we need to combine the concept of public transport and 7-Elevens. So Imagine like this. Imagine you have a bus that is free, and you on the bus it's practically a 7-Eleven shop. And you have all the stuff you can buy, all the shelves and all those drinks and snacks and things. You get on the bus, you go around the bus, you can buy stuff, and you go off the bus. There are them on the trains, but it's not enough. On the train is just like a couple vending machine. I'm talking about the full-blown 7-Eleven train. Let's think like that. You get on the train, you don't even feel like on the train. You just think you're on the 7-Eleven shop. And so when you're going like for work, if you're taking train for work in the morning, it takes you like 20 minutes of train ride maybe. So you get on the 7-Eleven shop, you go around, you buy like some croissant, some drinks, and wait for a bit, and then you go off. So it basically feels like you just went into the 7-Eleven and bought something and came out. But at the same time you get transported, and the train is free because all the money comes from the buying comes from the revenue of, like, you know, 7-Eleven items. Basically, instead of rent, they are earning money to pay the maintenance of train tracks or like buses. That would be cool, but things would fall off the shelves when it takes a turn. I think we can come up with good ideas to not make them fall off shelves. Right. I think I'm confident. I'm confident we can solve that problem. Or maybe just drive slower. You know, a short distance. Think about buses. You know, people take two bus stops. You get on the bus, have a look at. Oh, I'm not sure if I want to get a cola or I want to get what do you mean, the apple juice or just the water, or I don't know which. I guess I'll get a cola. Oh, that's my stop. I'll go off. You see that? What if I fall while walking to aisle? Well, what if you fall in the normal bus? That's already a problem. So maybe it's like huge chunky bus. But what do you mean by you're old? So I just think, you know, it doesn't have enough walking in normal bus. But you can, for example, on the train, you can walk pretty easily. So you just have to go smooth, right? So you just have to go smooth, so you have to go slower. I think the train would be a better way of doing this, but maybe buses could be configured in a way that it has some seats and a section of 7-Eleven. I don't know, or like just every 5 buses, one of them is a 7-Eleven bus. or a specific route. Great idea. What if the freaking 7-Eleven bus take you from 7-Eleven to another 7-Eleven? It's like your life don't have to go outside 7-Eleven anymore. And it's just 7-Elevens. You're streaming on YouTube now? No, I only Thursday. Every Thursday, please sub. Every Thursday we talk random stuff. We talk random stuff on YouTube. I think it's nice. If you like musical chairs, but when the train stops, everybody. No, when the train starts moving, everybody sits down. No, I think trains should be fine. Just live in 7-Eleven. Live in 7-Eleven. Oh my god. Oh my god. So we're on to $1 million idea. We should pitch this to 7-Eleven. Oh my god. I should be the first 7-Eleven VTuber representative. So imagine apartments. Apartment building on top of a 7-Eleven. Ground floor and maybe even first floor. Actually, first floor 7-Eleven. Second floor, third floor, everything above apartments. 7-Eleven bar on the rooftop. Ground floor, that's where this gets interesting. Ground floor, 7-Eleven buses parking. You go down your apartment, you go to first floor, you're like, let's get some stuff to eat and buy some things and go to ground floor, get on your 7-Eleven bus. It drives you to another 7-Eleven tower in the city, which is 5 minutes walk away from your work. And then you go to work, you do your stuff, you get out, finish work, and go to the 7-Eleven tower. And you get on your 7-Eleven bus. You're like, I'm on my way home. I get some drinks on the bus. Oh, I don't know if I need Pepsi Cola or like apple juice. Oh, I think I'll get the apple juice. Oh yeah, that's my stop. You get off. You're in another 7-Eleven tower. That's your home. And you go to first floor and you buy your groceries. Huh? You buy your groceries, you go to your apartment, cook your dinner, and after eating dinner, you're like, you know what? I'm fancy a drink. Let's go to 7-Eleven Sky Bar on the rooftop. That sounds dystopian. What do you mean? I think it's great. It's not like only 7-Eleven. It's just maybe every city, a big city has like 20 7-Eleven towers, 10 to 20 7-Eleven towers, So it's just replace half of every train station. Think about like this. Instead of using your tax money to contribute and build train stations, 7-Eleven build train stations. And instead of train stations, they build 7-Eleven towers. So every train station is a huge apartment complex. We have 7-Eleven roof bars, 7-Eleven cinema, 7-Eleven ground transport with apple juice and Coca-Cola. Hashtag not sponsored. Yeah, it could be 712. At that point, it might as well be called 712 because it should be opened actually 724. Exactly, 24/7. We just call it 24/7. 7-Eleven sushi will be hit different at night. Actually, does 7-Eleven have sushi? 7-Eleven... Japan has 7-Eleven, right? Japan has 7-Eleven. They have sushi, right? I mean, here. 7-Eleven sushi in Japan. See, it looks like legit. It looks legit. Is this 7-Eleven sushi wild? this 7-Eleven in Asia makes like great food. They are like, especially in Japan, you don't like lunchtime, you don't have lunch at work, you don't go to restaurants, you go to the convenience store and you get like really good food. So I think 7-Eleven sushi is a good idea. What is that 7-Eleven basement? I mean, seven. What is usually in the basement? 7-Eleven basement bath. Like, swimming pool, spa, 7-Eleven spa. You know, they should hire me as what do you call it? Strategist. Is that the word? They should hire me to do that. 7-Eleven black market stuff? No, that's not happening. So you see, it's not happening because like nowadays we have like sketchy train station where people do like sketchy deals. Instead of train station, you have like this huge shopping complex with apartment on top. They can't do sketchy deals there because it's a popular place. And people live around city, they will be like, yo, let's go to the 7-Eleven tower to play some 7-Eleven arcade games. I think this is a great idea. I bet this is popular. This is not dystopian at all. I think it's just maybe it's just the idea of 7-Eleven makes it dystopian. Maybe it should be another brand. Maybe it should be something that's more nice, like Eco 11. Is that how you make your brand nicer, just by calling it Eco? and I lost my train of thought. I gotta catch it back. I don't know. Just I think it's a fun idea. I think it's a fun idea. And as long as it's not like every part of the city, it replaces public transport, make your life easier. This should be like, oh my, it's nice. Yeah, I think it's nice. Don't fight me if you don't. Although I have a funny story. I've told it before on other streams. Like 7-Eleven in my old home train station. There was one day when I was like, because like I actually don't like 7-Eleven. Like I think it's like super overpriced and not very friendly and just not nice. But they have their special food. It tastes pretty nice. So, but there was one day I was like waiting for train in the evening. And it was like, I think it was like 10 o'clock or something, 10:30 in the evening or something. And then my train comes like in half an hour. So I was sitting there waiting and there's this 7-Eleven, but it's closed. Somebody like ran into the train station. I don't know, maybe he's starving, maybe he really needs something. He ran into the train station and ran into like in front of the entrance of the 7-Eleven and shouted like, WTF is this? It's called 7-Eleven. It closes at 10. And I was like, I found it. I couldn't hold my laughter. I found it so funny. I'm like, yeah, that makes so much sense. Why do they have to close at 10? Why do you call them 7:10? And then the guy ran out again, trying to look for some other place. I guess it was just so funny. But yeah, I think most of the 7-Eleven doesn't even open until 7-Eleven. It doesn't even make sense. Their name doesn't make sense. We need 724. 724 would be so much nicer. Need to be like more like Japan, where like convenience shops open all night. Yeah, but I think that would be today's stream. I think we talked about a lot of random stuff. It was pretty funny. We talked about transport. And we talk about work ethics, and not work ethic, but more like, working schedule, studying schedule. And then we talk more about like the future, the potential of public transport and 7-Eleven. I'm thinking I'll try to keep doing this Thursday talk on YouTube. I think it's pretty fun, and I hope you guys can stay around every Thursday. I'll always like send notification on my Discord and Twitter to make sure people see it, hear it, and we'll try to think like, you know, topics to talk about, so we can have certain thing to like a theme. Maybe we can have a theme, like we talk about transport this time, next time we can talk about, I don't know, renting apartments or like parks, different parks, or like country to travel to, and food, and like ranking sushi and things like that. We can talk about themes. I think that would be funny, right? Favorite ice cream, mint. But we can rank different stuff. We can like yeah, just things that we can talk together. And yeah, feel free to write it in Discord if you have any theme idea. Just say like, Thursday we should talk about this, or I have this that I think it's funny, and or I don't know, we can talk about you know, I've been studying biology and I'm thinking about this ATP thing. I'm not sure I understand what it is and how it brings energy around your body. We can talk about that on Thursday. So I think that would be nice. Yeah, do we do YouTube right? Is there anyone? It's fine. Let's not do it. It's too complicated. I have to tell to people, and you guys have to tell me. It's complicated. We'll do like when someday it's like a lot of people or something. So yeah, that would be today's YouTube stream. Thursday Talk, Panda Talk, or something. I don't know. Do we call it Panda Talk? I call it Thursday Panda Talk. I think, and I'm gonna say vaults. I think it's pretty entertaining because I have to keep talking. So I think it was reasonably entertaining, especially today's stream. So we'll save it. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.